Hi there, I'm Dr. Jackie Kickish, a physical therapist specializing in women's health and fitness postpartum. So today I am bringing a quick 10-minute at-home core workout that you can do with minimal equipment. All right, so as a disclaimer, of course, please make sure that you have been cleared by your physician before beginning any exercise program. So for today, you will need a ball. And if you have a yoga block, great. If not, you can still use the ball for this specific exercise, okay? So let's go ahead. We're gonna come down to the mat. Have your ball or your yoga block handy for our first exercise. So just to kind of get warmed up a little bit, we're gonna go ahead and do our 360-degree breathing with our core contraction, all right? So if you're not sure what that is, we're gonna go ahead and review it and just do about 5 to 10 repetitions to get our core warmed up. So we're gonna take a deep inhale, belly is going to expand. As we exhale, I want you to think about zipping up your abdominals from the bottom up, so we're lifting up and in, squeezing and contracting, lifting our pelvic floor and abdominal wall from the bottom up. And then we're going to completely relax. So inhale, exhale. I want to make sure that you're completely relaxing your glutes, okay? So we're not squeezing and tilting our pelvis back. Think about getting that big, deep 360-degree expansion all the way around the rib cage and our diaphragm, our main breathing muscle. Do a couple more. Should be able to force that exhale. All right. Next, go ahead and grab your ball or your block. You're going to be doing what we call bed bug stabilization. All right. So I'm going to stabilize the block, or you can use again the ball on one leg. So my left leg and my left arm are working. Left leg is a 90-90 position. Okay. So knees and hips are bent at 90 degrees. Okay. This is going to stabilize and stay the same on the left side, and my right side is going to extend and then come back up to starting position. All right, so we're inhaling. As we extend our arm and leg, we're going to exhale and tighten our abdominal wall, making sure that our pelvis and our back is not moving and going all over the place, okay? The lower your leg goes towards the ground, the more difficult it is going to be for your abdominal wall. We're going to do 15 times on each side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And if this is too hard to straighten the leg, you can modify by just tapping your toe on the ground, okay? Shorter lever arm, not as much work for the abdominal wall, all right? So if the straight leg is too much, definitely go ahead and modify. No shame in modifying until we get a little bit stronger. We want to make sure that we are doing the exercise with the proper form. Two more. Excellent. Now we're going to go ahead and just switch it to the opposite side. So my right arm is stabilizing on the left leg. And again, we're still working that right side because we're working to stabilize it and keep it nice and still as we're moving the left side. So this is a little bit more challenging. Good, proper breathing is key when it comes to core and pelvic floor rehab postpartum. Inhale, exhale, tighten that abdominal wall from the bottom up. One more. All right, excellent job. Hopefully that got your abdominal wall nice and warmed up. All right, next we are gonna come onto our side. Again, this workout here, we are gonna be making sure that we are working all angles of our abdominal wall or our core. I like to call it the core. A lot of people think the core is just the front abdominal six-pack muscle, when we're working our obliques, our low back, glutes, everything. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and come up. I'm gonna be doing a modified side plank just to kind of show you what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna come up into this position, and then you're gonna take your top arm and reach underneath, and then back up. Exhale, inhale, breathe, and we're gonna be doing this 15 times on each side. Working our obliques here. 5 more. If that's a little too challenging, you can always go ahead and keep it at 10 repetitions depending on your level. If this is too easy with the bottom leg bent, you can go ahead and straighten it to make it a little bit more difficult. Sometimes when I get to talking, I lose count. So now we're just gonna go ahead and switch sides, all right? So opposite side here, bottom leg bent, elbow is right underneath. We're gonna go ahead and inhale, exhale. You can even come down for a little rest break if you need to, just to make this a little bit more challenging. I'm gonna stay up in the side plank position here. Exhale and inhale. Go ahead and keep going. A couple more here. Excellent. All right. You will need your ball for our next exercise. All right. Grab your ball. You're going to place it between your knees. And we're gonna come down onto our hands and knees for this next exercise. Like I talked about, we are working our core from all different angles, all right? So, we're gonna come onto our hands and knees, all right? Hands right underneath our shoulders. We're gonna go ahead and inhale. Really expand, exhale. As you exhale, again, you're gonna zip up that abdominal wall from the bottom up. Squeeze the ball, working our inner thighs and pelvic floor, and we're gonna lift the knees just a couple inches gently above the ground. And then we're gonna come back down. 2, 3, 4, 6. Again, think about a nice deep inhale. Exhale, squeeze and lift from the pelvic floor all the way up to the abdominal wall. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, All right, excellent job. That was 15, okay? All right, last exercise I do want to add, we're gonna come onto our back again, and we are going to do what we call a bridge with a knee lift, okay? So lifting the knee, once we get up into the bridge position, is gonna really be working those lower abdominals, okay? So we're gonna go ahead, come into the bridge position, knee lift, and then the other side, and then back down. That's one, we're gonna do 10 times. If you have more than 10 minutes, you can go ahead and repeat this entire circuit of 4 exercises that we did. Again, really working the core from multiple different angles, which is really important when rehabbing your core and pelvic floor postpartum. It's not just about doing a couple exercises on your back. You really need to challenge your core and strengthen it from multiple different positions and angles, okay? So please do not forget that. If you are postpartum, even a couple years postpartum, you still need to be incorporating these strengthening core exercises. Awesome. Coming up into the bridge position, working our glutes, which is part of the pelvic floor, or is part of the core, I should say, excuse me. Our core is made up of multiple different muscle groups. Our low back and our glutes is one of them. And we are working here as well as our lower abdominal. And we lift the knee up. Again, we want to make sure that we can stabilize our pelvis and we're not wobbling all over the place. If you find that you are, then I would recommend just go ahead and do the bridge and not lifting the knee quite yet until you get a little bit stronger, a little bit more core strength and stability. All right, I believe that was probably more than 10 repetitions. All right, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so that you don't miss out on other great content like this. I also have a free 14-day core strengthening exercise plan. If you are a mom postpartum, please make sure you check that in the show notes. I will see you next time.